Out.
All right.
No, you're
So
not.
we'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to remind you that week 8, this is your last week for the choice boards, okay? Make sure that you're doing it. And if you will look down at the fraction part of your choice board where it says solve and reduce if necessary, you have a 1/10 plus. Where did my marker go? You had 1/10 plus 2/5, and you remember when we were talking about fractions, we said that they have to have the same denominator on the bottom. Do these have the same denominator?
No.
No, they don't. Okay, so we've got to get the same denominator. Remember that we've got to change. Which one do we want to change, the 10 or the 5?
The 10. The
It's
5.
something that both of them will go into. 10 will go into 10 how many times?
5. 2.
1 time. 10 divided by 10 is 1, right? 10 times 1 is 10. So how many 5s does it take to make 10?
2.
So we got to multiply the top and the bottom by the same number so we can get the same denominator. So this one will say 1/10 plus, what is this one going to be? 2 times 2.
2 times 2.
What's 2 times 2?
4.
4.
4. And what is 2 times 5?
10.
10.
Now can we add them?
Yes.
Yes, we need to get an equivalent fraction before you add them. So don't forget in that block that when you add, you can't just say 3/15. That's incorrect. You've got to get equivalent fractions before you add. All right, so remember to do that. Okay. All right. Hi, Lexi. Thank you for joining us. All right. So, Mr. Nettles has something really exciting to go over with you tonight before we started into our math lesson and then on to our our language arts and our finishing up our science, okay? So I'm gonna let Mr. Nettles talk to you a minute, okay? So everybody listen and don't be making noises in the background because it'll be hard to hear him if you do.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going outside right now. Outside's a great place to be. The weather is wonderful. It's beautiful out here. So I wanted to show you some things in my garden. Y'all have gardens? Do your parents?
No.
I looked on the internet and found a plan that would allow me to grow strawberry plants inside of a barrel, actually on the outside of a barrel. And I thought you might want to see them. So let me turn the camera. Can you see my barrels? There's my barrels.
Wow, look at those.
So then in the side of the barrel, we made holes. We actually used heat guns and melted the barrel. And now you can see my strawberry plant starting to grow. Now they won't have berries on them this year. They'll have berries next year.
Can you get a close-up of that? There you go. Look at all that. Look at all the ones around. Can you show them around the barrel? All the little holes there. What's the white poles up sticking out the top for?
Okay, what the plans had is, how do you water the one on the bottom? Well, that's hard to do. So these pipes, holes inside of them, and you put your hose in the top and you fill them with water, and it waters the inside of the barrel. It comes out the holes on the inside.
So you have little holes drilled up all the way up the top, the pole?
Yeah. Oh, here, let me show you some. See here? See the little holes?
Now you have to get really close. We can't see them.
Okay, is that better?
Oh,
I
I
can
see
see
'em.
where my, right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, we can see them now.
So there's holes like that all the way up and down the pipe. But there's more holes on the top than the bottom. And there's a reason for that. The reason is, as the water leaks out of the pipe, the top holes don't do as much because all the water's gone. Whereas the holes on the bottom run water all the time.
That's cool.
So since y'all are studying food, this is one way to grow it. Now, I've never done it this way, so this was a new experiment for me. So you'll have to wait till next year to see how it did.
He'll have to bring us some strawberries from next year, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
They were shaking their heads.
Strawberries don't last very long. Not at my house. So the other thing I wanted to show you was my broccoli plants. Who likes broccoli?
Me.
Not everybody at one time.
I think there's a lot of them that are muted. So we got like Maggie likes it. We got 1, 2, we got 3, 4 people that like it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I think we lost you, Charles.
He just froze.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Now we see him. But we can't hear you. I can't hear you, Charles.
I can't see him. His screen is black on mine.
Yeah.
What he's showing you right now is his garden, his broccoli plants in his garden.
Okay, now.
Oh, he's doing a close-up of his broccoli plant now. I can see the
Yeah. The head is what you would pick. Before I pick it, because that's a small one. In years past, I've had heads that were, oh,
You're breaking up. We couldn't hear what you said, Charles.
did you get, oh, I'm sorry. In plants that are not plants, heads of broccoli that were a foot across.
Wow, a foot across, 12 inches? That's pretty big.
Yes. Yes, but it's very tender.
We missed some of what you were saying because it was breaking up and we couldn't hear you.
One more thing. In fact, see if you can tell me what. Can you see?
No, you're frozen.
Yeah. Oh, no.
He's froze.
Are they flowers?
I don't know.
It's actually a form. It's lettuce. It's called leaf lettuce.
Oh, no, that is.
So I have leaf lettuce. Let me see if I can show it again. There's green. So I don't have much of the green, and I have a good bit of the red, but it's not big enough to cut yet. So anyway, I just wanted to show you my garden.
We like it. We want some of them strawberries.
Strawberries, we have to buy them. That's why I'm planting some. We eat them by the gallon. In fact, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, I would like to have some strawberries right now. How about you guys?
I have some downstairs.
You have some downstairs? Well, bring them over here.
They went and
Yeah,
picked them.
email them to her.
Yeah, email them to me.
No.
While he's out there, what kind of animals do you think would eat those strawberries that he's planting?
Rabbits.
Think rabbit?
Just like the lettuce.
They would eat the lettuce for sure.
Raccoons for the strawberries.
Raccoons like strawberries?
Possums.
Possums?
Oh, that's a good one.
What about June bugs? Do you know what those little June bugs are? That do you think they would eat his strawberries?
Yeah.
What's a June bug?
Those
Come
are
out in June.
little,
Ladybugs.
they're bigger than ladybugs.
They're like the size of a stink bug.
They're like a beetle.
Yeah,
They're a green. Yeah, they're a green hard shell bug.
yeah.
Like greenish purple.
Yeah.
June bugs normally don't eat strawberries because strawberries are in May, and June bugs come in what month?
June.
June.
June. But
But
they,
I'll tell you, we have a problem that birds eat strawberries.
ooh, the birds would eat strawberries.
I forgot all about this. In fact, that's all today.
All right. Y'all have any questions about his garden or his strawberries or his barrel that he made? That was really cool. How many barrels did you make like that, Charles?
We made 3,
3 barrels.
and each one has 30 holes in it.
Goodness.
So somebody do the math real quick. How many strawberry plants did he plant?
90.
90. 90.
Right.
Exactly.
And I ordered 100, so there's some that are planted in the top of the barrel, up on top.
How long did it take you to make those holes and things like that to fix the barrel?
Are you counting all the breaks I took, or are you just counting the time it took to do it?
Just the time it took to do it.
It took maybe, I'm going to say it took a couple hours on each one, because you have to drill holes and put slits in the barrel with the saw, and then you have to use a heat gun to heat the barrel and take a 2x4 with a point and push it in the hole to deform the barrel to make the little cup.
All right. So what did you use to heat the barrel? You just use like a torch or something?
A Harbor Freight heat gun,
Heat gun.
and I only broke 2 of them because they're not. Well, now, see, a lot of things have what's called a duty cycle. In other words, it's only meant to be used so much, and then it has to rest. And the things you get from Harbor Freight are usually cheap, so they don't have a long duty cycle. And we got carried away working on it and used the heat gun too much, and it melted the heat gun.
Wow.
So I did it in a lot of stages, and I take breaks a lot.
Well,
But then you had to take breaks to keep from melting more heat guns.
true. Probably wouldn't want to do that on a day that's 90 degrees either, right?
Hello.
It's actually easier than trying to heat up a barrel on a day that's 40 degrees.
Really?
In fact, I had my daughter Laura with the heat gun heating the inside of the barrel slit, and I was using a heat gun to heat the outside. Because of the lining, it made it heat up a whole lot quicker.
Teamwork.
Yes. And she had a heat gun on the end of a broom handle, so that she didn't have to stick her head in the barrel. She could just stick the heat gun in the barrel.
That was a good idea. I would think that would be a little dangerous for her head in there.
Well, see, there's the chemicals that were in the barrel originally.
Right.
They said these barrels were food grade, but when I took the label and looked the chemical up, it's a chemical base that they used in suntan lotion
Oh, goodness.
or sunscreen.
That doesn't seem like something I'd want in my food.
Well, it won't be in your food. The strawberry plants won't uptake that, but when you heat it, it smelled like burning suntan lotion.
Yeah. Those fumes along with her long hair probably was not going to be a good combination.
Yeah, she was happy with the broom handle.
All right. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Nettles? All right. All right. Well, we're going to thank you, Charles. You can stick around with us if you want to listen to what we're going to be doing and then participate in some stuff with us. But we're going to move on to talking about our language arts. And looks like Cameron's just joined us. Hi, Cameron. Cameron, you missed Mr. Nettles' thing about his garden. He just got done with it, so he's here and he's going to hang out with us for a little bit. I'm going to share with you a sheet that's going to talk about declarative. Y'all remember when we talked about declarative sentences in our classroom? We went over those earlier in the year. Yeah, that was when you just made a statement. Remember? You just made a statement, a declarative statement. Okay, and then there's an interrogative statement. What does it mean to interrogate somebody? If I interrogate you, what am I doing?
Insulting?
Not insulting you. If I take you into the hallway at school to find out what's going on and I interrogate you, what am I doing?
Asking.
I'm asking questions, right? Asking you how something was done or why it was done or where it is. Okay, so what do you think an interrogative sentence is? What, Riley?
Can I go to the bathroom or something?
Yeah, it's like a question. You're interrogating, you're trying to find out. Okay, so it's kind of like an investigation, right? What's an exclamatory sentence? What is that? Listen to that exclamatory. What punctuation would you think would be on the end of an exclamatory sentence? Anybody know besides Briley? She's got her in Mia.
An exclamation point.
Exclamation point. So what kind of sentence do you think an exclamatory sentence would be? Say again. Something extremely important. Why would you end a sentence with an exclamation point? Because it was
Exciting.
Exciting or important, right? Something that you wanted to put an extra emphasis on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I said, "Yay, I won the lottery," how would I end that sentence?
With punctuation.
An exclamation point, right? Okay. So a declarative sentence means that I'm just declaring something. I'm making a statement to you, okay? And interrogative sentence is me asking you questions and trying to find out some information. And an exclamatory sentence is going to be something that's either exciting or extremely important, okay? And with that information, I'm going to share with you something that I want you guys to take a look at. I got to squeeze it down smaller so we can get it in here. All right, so I'm going to share screen with you. All right, can everybody see this?
With
Alright.
bunny hopping.
Says bunny hopping. All right, so what we're going to do is, it says here the directions are that you will read each sentence and determine if it's a declarative, an imperative. Imperative means important, right? An interrogative or an exclamatory sentence. Then you're going to record your answers on a sheet, okay? All we're going to do is, instead of recording it down on a sheet, we're just going to say them. Somebody's going to raise their hand, okay? So look at question number 1. It says, not all monkeys live in the jungle. Do you think that that's just a declarative? The other one is, let's see, right here. Declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory? What do you think? Not all monkeys live in the jungle. Lyric, do you know?
No.
Lexi, do you know? No, you can't decide if it's a statement, a question, importance.
Oh, I know, Mill.
All right, Lyric, tell me.
A statement.
It's a statement. So which one of those is a statement? Declarative, okay? It's a declarative sentence because it's just making a statement about something. All right? So look at number 2. Robin put a bandage on my cut. What do you think, Lily, too? Robin put a bandage on my cut. Would that be declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory?
Exclamatory.
Is it exciting and or extremely important? Robin put a bandage on my cut.
A statement, or like that's like a.
Is that just a statement that somebody's making?
No.
What do you mean, no? Is it a demand?
No.
Is it excitement?
No.
No. Is it an investigation?
No.
Then is it a statement?
Yeah.
So if it's a statement, which one of those words did we say was a statement?
Declarative.
Declarative, exactly. Okay. So 1 and 2 are both just statements. They're both just declarative. All right. There's no excitement. There's no importance. No demanding. Remember, imperative means that it's a demand. Like mom says, clean your room now. That's a demand. Okay. Look at number 3. That's the loudest siren I've ever heard. Look what it ends with. Who wants to tell me what that is? It ends with a specific thing. What is it ending with? Lily 1, what's it ending with?
Exclamation mark.
An exclamation point. So they're putting in some importance on it. So is it declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory? Sorry, my dog's barking. There's a siren going down the road. What does it end with, Lily?
An exclamation mark.
And which one of those 4 would need an exclamation?
Imperative.
What did we say exclamatory meant? Exclamation, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
exclamatory means it ends with an exclamation point. So this is an exclamatory sentence. Look at number 4. That screeching hurts my ears. Havoc, what's it end with?
An exclamation point.
So that makes it a what?
Exclamatory.
It is also an exclamatory sentence. They both end with an exclamation point. Okay, they're putting a lot of emphasis on it. Okay, so look at number 5. That was the longest yawn I've ever seen. Mia? Is it exclamatory, imperative, declarative? Okay, remember declarative is a statement. Imperative is a demand. Exclamatory means that it has some importance on it. They want it to show importance. And exclamatory shows importance. And interrogative means questioning it.
Exclamatory.
Yes, number 5 is exclamatory because it ends with an exclamation point. Look at number 6. For his report, Jackson needs information about zebras. Maggie? What kind of sentence is that? Maggie, what kind of sentence is that? For his report, Jackson needs information about zebras. Are they making a statement, asking a question, making it important, or making a demand? For his report, Jackson needs information about zebras. What do you think, Manny? Can you help her out?
I don't know.
Can you help her out, Manny? What is that? Is it a statement? Exclamation? What is that? What's it end with? Manny, what is it?
Yes. Which one was it again?
Number 6, is it an exclamation? Is it exclamatory? Does it have an exclamation point?
No.
Is it interrogative because it's asking a question? Does it have a question mark?
No.
Then it's not interrogative. Is it imperative? Is it making a demand?
No.
Or is it a declarative sentence just because it's making a statement?
Yes, it's a statement.
So it's a declarative. Okay? All right, look at number 7. Who took the wheelbarrow out of the shed? Who took the wheelbarrow out of the shed? Briley, what kind of sentence is that? Briley, you're on mute, hon. Unmute yourself and tell me.
What are the options again?
Let me write them up here for you.
Where is she already? I can't see that.
You can't see that? It says declarative is a statement.
Oh,
Okay? Imperative is a demand. Okay? Make sure I spell it right. Is a question and exclamatory is important.
Hey, girls.
All right, can y'all see that?
I can't.
Those are your choices. So look at number 7, Briley. Who took the wheelbarrow out of the shed?
It's the. I'm trying to see it.
Does that help?
It's interrogative.
It is. It's a question. Okay? It's a question. I lost my little thing. All right. So look at number 8. Look at number 8. I'll bring this closer. All right. Have you ever typed on a typewriter? Have you ever typed on a typewriter? Lyric, which one of these is it?
A statement.
Look at how it ends. Have you ever typed on a typewriter?
I can't see it.
Lyric, listen to what I'm asking. Have you ever typed on a typewriter?
A statement.
Am I making a statement or am I asking you a question?
A question.
So a question is an interrogative sentence. Okay? Can you not see my shared screen, Lyric?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
But-
number 9. Please cut up the watermelon. Havoc, what is that?
I'm going to get that. It's declarative.
It is declarative. It ends with a period. It's making just a statement, okay? Number 10, watch where you swing that baseball bat. Lexi?
Exclamatory sentence. ¿Me escucha o no?
Well, it ends with yes, it can be exclamatory. I'll take that. But that one's kind of important. It's like you're about to hurt somebody. So that one's more of an imperative, okay? When they're yelling that, it's an important, right? It's a command that you stop, that you watch, okay? So it's imperative. Number 11, why are Danny and Paula arguing? Mia? Unmute, Mia.
It's integrative.
Number 11, what does it end with?
You present? Logan, stop.
What is number 11?
So you said things upon instructions. Integrative.
Interrogative, yes.
Integrative.
Okay, number 12, what? That's the 4th touchdown in the game. That's the 4th touchdown in the game, Maggie.
It's immutable. Okay.
Maggie, what does that end with?
Where you are? I don't know.
Number 12, right here. You should be following along with me. What does this end with, Maggie? What is that?
A game?
No, the word is game, but what's the punctuation there? That's the 4th touchdown in the game. What kind of punctuation has a long line and a dot under it? Maggie, what kind of punctuation is this?
Oh, the calculation.
It's an exclamation point. So this sentence
God, that's
is
dumb.
an exclamatory sentence, okay? All right, so these are how the words are: declarative, exclamatory, okay, interrogative, and imperative right here. Those were the words, all right? If we'd have been in class, you would have gotten this sheet here, and there's the answers to them, okay? We went over all of those, so good job, all right? All right, so now we're going to move on from there, and we're going to talk about the metric system that we started on last week. You guys bring your metric sheet with you, your metric conversion sheet that we had last week.
What shape?
Let me grab it, okay, and put it up here on the screen for you. Take me just a minute to get to it. Metric conversion sheet. Conversion chart. All right. Let me get this up and share it so you can remember what sheet I gave you. All right, can you see this? You remember this metric conversion sheet I gave you?
No.
Remember I sent y'all a conversion sheet and it says meters, liters. We talked
I don't have one.
All right, well, I will resend that to you, okay?
I don't like
All right, I will send you another one. But we started out last week talking about that, and then we moved into working on some in a PowerPoint. Where's my PowerPoint? There it is. Okay, let me share this, and maybe this will jog your memory. I gotta get down where I can see y'all. Okay. You remember when we started this one last week, where we talked about kilometers, hectometers, decameters, and then the base unit as being meters? You remember that? Then we went Centa, and milli. Okay. And not only did we do that in meters, but we also did that with grams. We had kilograms, hectograms, decagrams, and then we had decigrams, centigrams, and milligrams. Remember that? And then another one we had was liters, which was liquid. Remember, talked about 2-liter drinks? Okay. So you had kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, deciliter, centiliter, and milliliter. Remember we talked about getting a shot? I had to go to the doctor today, and they had to give me a shot in the hip. Okay. It was just a checkup thing, and they gave me a shot for allergies, and they gave it to me in a little vial that was, or a syringe that was in milliliters. Okay. So I just got a little bit. So milliliters was small. Remember talking about that last week, guys? Okay. All right. And then after we worked on, we filled out, this is what you should have had. This is, I told you I sent this to y'all. This is what I just showed you a minute ago about converting things. How many milliliters did we say was in a meter? You remember? There was 1,000 milliliters, tiny little milliliters to make 1 meter, right? And it takes 1,000 meters to make 1 kilometer. Remember that? The deca was 10 times as much. The deci was 10 times. And the centimeter and the hectometer were 100 times. Remember? And kilo and milliliter were 1,000 times the base unit. then we filled out these. Remember this, filling these out? We did meters, and then we did capacity with liters. And tonight, we're going to move into mass. What do you think mass is?
The thing.
How much something weighs?
Exactly. It's the weight of something. The mass is how much that object weighs if you put it on a scale. Okay? Your mass, a car's mass, a book's mass, whatever it weighs on a scale. Okay? And when you're weighing it on a scale in the metric unit, it's not called a meter because meter was length distance. Okay, capacity was volume. That was a liquid volume, how much was in it. Okay, so mass says here is the amount an object has, and the mass of an object is not affected by gravity. Okay, and it's in grams. When you measure the weight of something, you can, how many of you have a scale in your house somewhere to weigh yourself?
Oh,
Yeah.
and my mom's lesson.
Normally you keep that on pounds because here in America, we usually measure things by pounds. You know, we want 10 pounds of potatoes. The book weighs 5 pounds. That's how we normally do it. But if you do it in metric weight, there's a button on that scale. You can move it over usually and turn it to grams. Okay? Lily, stop. Lily 1, stop doing that. So grams is what it would be. Grams is like pounds. Okay? So grams is the weight of something on a scale. All right? So then we have the metric here where it says the mass of a penny is about 1 gram. So if you were to hold 1 penny in your hand, it would weigh approximately 1 gram. Is that heavy or light?
Light.
It's very light. Okay? All right. The mass of, it says the mass of 6 medium apples is about 1 kilogram. So if you have a bag of apples and it's got 6 apples in it, is that going to be extremely heavy or just a little bit heavy?
A little bit heavy.
It's going to be a little bit heavy. Okay? So it takes 1,000, right here, you see this says 1,000? It takes 1,000 grams, 1,000 of those little tiny weights to equal up to 1 kilogram. Okay? So 1 kilogram is not going to be something too heavy for you to hold, is it?
No.
No, 1 kilogram is not going to be too heavy for you to hold, but it's not going to be so light as a penny. Okay? So then if you look down here, where is my... Oh, there. Insert text box. All right. So let's look here. If this is 5 kilograms, it takes 1,000 grams to make 5 kilograms. Okay? So if you have 4 kilograms, how many grams is that going to be, Lexi?
4,000.
4,000, exactly. Okay? I need to change that smaller. Okay? So up here it says a set of numbers, and we did that last week. We made a set of numbers. So what numbers do I need to put over here to the side, Lexi?
4 and 5 and 4,000.
4 and 4,000. That's exactly right. I need to put 4 and 4,000. Okay. All right. So if I have 3 kilograms, Havoc, how many grams is 3 kilograms going to be?
3,000 kilograms. I mean, grams.
Exactly. 3,000 kilograms. All right. So what's my set of numbers going to be, Havoc?
3,000. I mean, 3,000,000 of 3,000.
Not 3 million. What 2 numbers did we use here? We used 3, and we used
1,000.
3,000.
3,000.
Okay. All right. And Cameron, I can't see you anymore. Manny, maybe you can help me out. I can't see Cameron. I was going to call on him, but I don't know if he can hear me because I can't hear him. All right. If I have 2,000 kilograms, Manny, how many grams is that?
2,000.
If I have 2 kilograms, how many grams is that?
2,000.
2,000. All right. And what's going to be my set of numbers that over here?
2,000.
What's it going to be, Manny?
2,000.
2 and 2,000. Okay. All right. So that's converting in mass. What is mass like? Mass is the same as what? Somebody stop humming. Lily 2, what is mass? Lily 2, what does it mean? What's mass the same as? Mass is the same as what? On your scale. You can either weigh it in this, or you can weigh it in grams.
Weigh it in grams and
Grams, and on your scale, what do you normally weigh yourself in?
pounds.
Pounds. So grams is the same as
Pounds.
Okay, it's going to be the same as doing it in pounds, but all pounds and grams are mass. Okay, it's the amount of matter in an object, how much it weighs. Okay. All right. So the 3 things that we've been learning about here are length, okay, which is meters, capacity, which is liquid volume, okay, and mass, which is the weight of something. Those are the 3 things. Now, keeping that in mind, you're going to need a piece of paper right now because you're going to answer these questions. We got a couple of word problems over here. All right, can everybody see those word problems? Okay, y'all ready? Hey, every time we come to our Zoom meeting, we need to bring a pencil and paper so we can write down things. All right, I'm going to read this first one to you. It says, Jackie's house is 2 kilometers from school. Sophie's house is 3,000 meters from school? Whose house is closer to the school? All right, so let's think about that. How many kilometers is going to be our biggest measurement, right? Kilo means large. Kilometer means it's large. It's going to be a long distance for a kilometer. Okay? So if we have 1 kilometer, how many meters is that going to take? How many meters does it take to make 1 kilometer? Remember when we said it on the scale that we had earlier? Back up here. I'm going to go back up to this. Look here. See this base unit of meters? How many do we going to do? 10 times it, 100 times it, 1,000 times. So kilometer, how many meters does it use to make 1 kilometer? Anybody know? Remember, right here, if you got a meter, to get up to kilometer, one of these kilometers is going to be 1,000 meters. Okay? 1,000 meters. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. All right? So let's go back down to the question. Jackie's house is 2 kilometers from the school. Okay? Sophie's house is 3,000 meters from school. All right? Using this conversion right here, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. All right? You can work this out one of 2 ways. You can either convert 2 kilometers to meters, or you can convert 3,000 meters to kilometers and compare them. All right? How much is 2,000 kilometers? If 1,000 kilometers is if 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, what does 2 kilometers equal? Lyric, do you know?
2,000.
2,000 meters.
Is that right?
Yes. All right. So 3,000 meters is going to equal how many kilometers? Look at what you did
3
here.
million?
Huh?
3 million?
No,
3
no,
million?
you're going backwards. You went from meters to kilometers. Now we're going from meters to kilometers. What did they do?
3 kilometers.
3 kilometers. All right, so if Jackie is 2 kilometers and Sophie is 3 kilometers, it says, whose house is closer to the school?
2.
So which one of these is going to be closer
Jack.
to the school? Jack. Okay. Jackie's going to be closer to the school. Does everybody understand that?
Outside.
What? They outside on the porch.
All right. So let's look at the next one. For this one, we're talking about capacity. Capacities is talking about liters. Okay, liters. It says Jonathan drank 1 liter of water during a baseball practice. So he drank 1 liter during baseball practice. Okay. He drank 2,000 milliliters of water during the game. 2,000 milliliters during the game. How many milliliters did he drink altogether? Is this one written in milliliters? 1 liter, and their answer needs to be total milliliters, because that's what it's wanting our answer to be in. But can I add liter to milliliters without converting it? One liter equals how many milliliters? Have it?
2001 millimeters.
No. How many milliliters are in 1 liter? Remember back up here at the top where we were talking about this part? Okay, if you're here at liter, it's 10, 100, centa is 100, and milla means what? Look at your screen. If you're here at liter, this is your base unit, liter. Deca would mean 10 of them would equal one of these. Centa, liter, would mean it'd take 100 of them to equal one of the base unit. And milliliter means it takes how many to equal one of the base unit?
1,000?
Yes, 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so if 1 liter equals 1,000, we need to change this liter here to what? It needs to be converted so we can add it to the milliliters. They both need to be milliliters. What does this need to say instead of 1 liter?
1,000?
It needs to say 1,000 milliliters. Now can I add them?
Yeah.
So how many milliliters, the question was, how many milliliters did he drink all together?
3,000?
He drank 3,000 milliliters all together during practice and the game. Does everybody understand that? No? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's look at the next one. The next one's going to be talking about mass. So we're going to be talking about not liters, not meters. What do you think we're going to be talking about? Mass is what? Measured in what?
Grams and pounds.
Grams and pounds, okay? Antonio's backpack has a mass of 7 kilograms. Okay? It has 7 kilograms. How many grams is the mass of his backpack? Well, 1 kilogram is going to be equal to what? One kilogram is going to be equal to what? Remember when we look back at the chart, when we go up the scale, okay, deca, it takes 10 of the grams to equal a decagram. It takes 100 of the grams to equal a hectogram. How many grams does it take to equal a kilogram? Lexi? Lily 1?
1,000.
1,000 grams. Okay? So 1 kilogram, just like we did with 1 kilometer, equals 1,000 meters. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. Okay? So if we go back to our question, Antonio's backpack weighed 7 kilograms. And our question was, how many grams did his backpack weigh? How many grams did his backpack weigh? Lexi, do you know? Lyric, stop thumping that. Lexi, how many grams does his backpack weigh?
7,000 grams.
Exactly, 7,000 grams. Okay? So that was a little bit of practice there for you on your metric units. I will resend you when this thing is over the metric conversion chart so you can have that to look at. But you need to remember this right here. I'll send you this little chart here too, okay? So I have this. Anytime you have a base unit, you see the words meter, y'all see meter, grams,
Yeah.
and meter? Okay? If you're going down the scale, then it takes more of these to equal 1 of the base units. It takes more deci to equal the base. It takes 10. Okay, I'm going to put that in here so y'all can see it. It takes 10 decimeters to equal 1 meter. 10 decigrams to equal 1 gram. Okay, because this is going to be your 1 right here. Whoops, sorry. Can y'all see that? Okay. This is your base unit. It's going to be your 1. This is 1. It'll always be 1. Okay, I'm going to move this over so I can put it right here beside it. Okay. Then on this one, on centimeters, it takes 100 centimeters to equal 1 base meter. Okay. And then it takes 1,000. Mia, mute that, or Lyric, whoever that is, has got somebody in the background talking. Okay? It takes 1,000 milliliters to equal back up to a base unit. 10 of these equal 1 of that. 100 of these equals 1 of that. 1,000 of these equals 1 of that. When you go in the other direction, okay, it's going to take a lot of these, okay? It's going to take 10. All right, here it's going to take 10 base units okay, to equal 1 of those. Okay, does that make sense? It'll take 10 of these, 10 of these base units to equal 1 deca. It'll take 100 base units. 100 base units to equal a hecta. Okay? So you got to have 100 of these base units to equal 1 hectometer. And then you have to have 1,000 base units. Okay. 1,000 of these, of the base units, to equal 1 of those. Okay? So that's what this scale here is for, and I will send that to you, all right? Plus, I'll send you the other one, but you got to try to remember what this is all going on in metric, okay? And your base units are always meter. What does meter measure? Meter measures what?
Oh.
Meter measures, look at my hands.
Hey, hold on.
How does it measure? Measures. Meter
Long
measures
distances.
distance.
Yeah.
How far it is away. How far it is away. Meters measures distance. Grams measures what? Somebody's got somebody in the background saying some bad language, okay? Lily, too, you need to be paying attention.
I am.
No, you're playing with that stuff in your lap. What does a gram weigh? What is it? Gram is the measurement of if meter is distance, and we're only doing 3 things, distance, volume, and weight, gram is going to be what?
Weight.
Weight. Gram is going to be weight. That's going to be like a pound. So that just leaves liter, and liter is going to measure what? These are your 3 choices. Liter is going to measure capacity, okay, or volume. Okay, that's going to be your liquids. Okay, all right. So that was what we're going to talk about tonight. On Thursday, we're going to move into our customary units of measure. Okay, it's hard for me to teach metric when I'm not with you because I can't really see if you're getting it or not, especially when some of you are playing with other things and I can see you looking at phones, looking at books, talking to your siblings, doing other things. I can't see if you're getting it or not because you're not really paying me any attention, and I can see that on the Zoom. Okay, so y'all need to be focusing and listening to what we're doing. All right. So on Thursday this week, we're going to go from the metric units of length, capacity, and mass, and we're going to go to customary, which is going to be your miles, your cups, your quarts, your gallons, all that stuff, and pounds, inches, pounds, okay, miles, those things. And y'all know a lot of that. So Thursday should go a little bit faster, but we're going to re-discuss some of this. So I need you to kind of get this in your brain, okay? And I'll send you that again. All right. So now I've got a couple of Kahoots. Who wants to play Kahoot? All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Go grab my phone.
That was never gonna happen.
All right. Let me pull up my Kahoot here.
Huh?
All right. So I've got a geometry refresher and I have an adaptation one. Which one do you want to play first? The adaptation one? Or do you want to play the geometry one? Geometry first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get it real quick, okay?
We need a password, Miss Mary.
I know, I haven't gotten it up yet, honey. When I get it up, I will give it to you. We're gonna play the geometry one, so I'm gonna, as soon as I get this up, I'll share my screen with you. Okay?
Oh, Miss Mary, I already did this one.
All right. 4, 5, 2. Clear. I mean, hey, Mama, look at me. Mama, look me already. Take a picture.
All right, so your number is
Look, Mama.
4752667. 4752667. Okay, looks like I've got Lily, Maggie, Briley, and Lear in. I got Lily 1 and Lex. Maggie, please mute that. Or have your sister go out of the room, please.
Me too.
Okay, I got 10 people. Are all 10 of you going to play?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm playing too.
Who's that? Havoc?
Yeah.
Okay. I've lost your video. I can't see you anymore.
I don't know how that happened.
Just go down to the bottom and click on Start Video.
It is start video. It's for some reason it's crossed out.
Yes, and click on it so it will uncross out. There you are, and it's got a light flash to it. You have to click on it.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank
Miss
you.
Miller,
Yes.
my thing right here, it keeps on saying connect to Kahoot, and it's taking really slow.
That's your internet connection. I can't fix that. Okay. All right, I got Lyric, Briley, Havoc, Maggie, Lexi, Lily 2, and Lily 1. So I'm missing Cameron. Cameron, are you playing?
Falling.
Cameron, are you playing? Oh, he's not on. Sorry that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 17. All right.
Miss Miller, I'm not playing.
All right, Cameron's not playing, so I need 9 of you. I'm waiting on Mia, since she doesn't have a. So who else am I missing? Manny, are you playing?
No.
Okay, so that's the other one. All right, so Mia, when yours connects, you can go ahead and do you have this number written down so you can get in with us?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click start though, okay? So when your internet is okay? All right, so here we go. This is geometry review,
Wait, I'm gonna play.
okay?
Okay, wait a minute.
This is gonna be the geometry stuff that we were going over.
Pull up.
All right.
Yeah, just ready to start.
21. What is a polygon? We went over that. What is a polygon?
Miss Miller.
No, I hit the wrong thing.
That's not me.
I meant to hit the circle.
Huh? Okay.
No.
Okay? It was a closed shape with 3 or more straight angles as a polygon.
That's what I was gonna click. Come in.
Okay. All right. Let's see who's on the leaderboard. Briley is in first place. Okay, next question. What angle is this? Take a look at this angle.
Answer.
It's
Good job. It's a right angle because you could see that it had a little square there. That indicates it's
Who
always
put a Q?
all right. Lily and Lyric are still at the top 2. All right, next question. How many sides does a pentagon have?
I got it. That's it. Wanna get up? Wanna get up? Okay. Wanna get up? Yes.
Pentagon has 5. Remember we said that a pentagon had 5 sides. That we have a pentagon in our government for the 5 branches of the military. We talked all about that. Okay. All right. Oh, our top 2 leaders just changed, Lily.
Just me.
How rude. Yay.
Okay, next question. What 2 shapes are quadrilateral? What 2 shapes? You need to pick 2. What 2 shapes are quadrilateral?
It only lets you pick one.
No,
Okay.
let you pick
I don't
two.
even.
Rectangles and squares. Okay,
Let you pick 2.
we talked about quadrilaterals having to have how many sides?
You may make 4.
4. 4.
Miss Billy, it only let me pick 1.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it should have let you pick 2.
It only let me pick 1.
Okay. Okay, Lily Shelton is still on top, and Lily Shue has taken over 2nd place. All right, number 5. What is shown in the picture? Take a look at the picture. It was a line segment. It had a point on one end and a point on the other, so it was a piece of a line. It was a segment of a line. Okay, it had a beginning and it had an end. Oh, Happy is taking over 2nd place. Max, can you get
Yes.
your siblings to walk away from you, please, so that we don't hear them?
What?
Can you have your sibling, your sister, to walk away from you so we don't hear her talking in the background?
He is. No.
Number 6, geometry is blank. Geometry is blank. What is geometry? It is the study of shape. That is exactly right. Good job.
Everyone got that one.
They sure did. Everyone got it. All right, we still have Lily Shelton and Havoc in our top 2. All right, next question.
But where my name?
How many sides does a hexagon have? How many sides does a hexagon
Oh my God.
Okay. Remember that sheet I sent you with all that listed on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Okay. Hexagon has 6 sides. Okay. Oh, nobody changed positions that time, but Lily Shelton is on a 6-3. So we can take 6 correct. What is represented in the picture? Take a look at this picture.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing.
No beginning, and it had no end. It had arrows on the end.
Yeah, I got it right.
So it is a line. Good job. Oh, Havoc is taking the lead from Lily. All right, next question. How many sides does a quadrilateral have?
4.
We just talked about this question a few minutes ago. How many sides?
Oh my gosh, there's 21 questions. That's a lot.
Okay.
Somebody took the remote.
Okay. Lyric,
Oh.
Hmm?
I hear you talking to someone else.
Oh.
Okay. Havoc is in the lead. Okay, number 10. What is the area of the shape? What's the area of this shape?
No.
I don't know what.
Area is length times width, and it was 2 on one side and 10 on the other. So 2 times 10 was
20.
20. Okay. Havoc still in the lead. Good job, Havoc. And Briley is taking second. 7. What type of angle is this? Look at this angle.
What?
Cute. Remember, acute meant small, like a baby, a cute baby. Cute was small. This one was an acute angle. Okay. All right. We still have Havoc and Briley in the lead.
And more questions.
12. What is the perimeter of the shape? Think about how you find perimeter.
I know. Period.
Okay, it was right. Okay, it had you had to add all the sides. You had to add all the sides, okay? That was 14. All right, nobody changed positions that time. Question. How do you find the perimeter of the shape? Oh, we just talked about that.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
No.
Oh my God.
Yes, we just said you had to add all the sides. So measure each line segment and add them together. You had to add all the sides. All right. 14. What is shown in this picture? Look at the picture. All right, Ray is correct. It had a beginning and no end. Manny's little brother, leave him alone. Okay, it had a beginning and no end, so it's a Ray. Oh, Lexi has taken over second place. Good job, Lexi. 15. What shape is this? Look at this shape.
No, I just got it wrong. Somebody got music. Mhm.
Trapezoid. Okay, trapezoid comes in. Okay, has two lines that are angled. Oh, nobody changed positions.
Havoc's doing good.
Havoc is doing really good. What is the
It's too
perimeter
hard.
of the
It's
shape?
so hard.
What's the perimeter?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay.
Okay, you added all the sides. If one side was 8, the other side was 8. So that's 16. Plus 4 was 20. Plus 4 more was 24. Good job. Havoc is still in the lead.
This is hard.
17. Parallelograms have what? Parallelograms have what? They have two sets of parallel lines. See that word parallel? Parallelogram has some parallel lines, okay? Got some parallel lines. Oh, Lexi has just taken the lead and Briley is in second place.
Good job, Lexi.
What is the area of a shape?
I don't care if I can allow anyways.
Area is inside, the whole place inside of that shape. All the little nooks and crannies inside. Measurement inside. Lexi continues to be on top. What is the area of the shape?
Huh?
The area.
That was easy.
We've had this one. It's just different.
Yeah, we did.
Remember, length times width. 8 times 4. 32. 32. All right, Lexi is still in the lead and Briley in second. 20. What angle is this? Who's playing music in their background? Okay, obtuse. Obtuse because it was bigger than a 90-degree angle. All right, Lexi is still in the lead. And
She's gonna win.
geometry, what type of lines are shown? What type of lines are these?
Go, Lexi.
Good job, all 8 of you got that parallel line. Let's see who's on the podium tonight. Okay, good job, Havoc. Second place goes to Briley.
Oh, I know
First
who
place goes
Yep,
to
we all know who this is. Lexi.
19.
Wow, both of the Lilies are in a row.
Wait, so basically Bradley and Lexi got first.
Who?
Bradley and Lexi got first because they have the exact same
Yeah, but
amount.
they,
The numbers.
all right. Yeah, but how many they got the fastest? Okay.
Got it.
All right. So the next one we're gonna do an adaptation. Somebody's got somebody yelling in the background. Please ask them to stop. Okay. Before we move on to the adaptation, what is adaptation?
When an animal adapts to a new place.
Okay. When something about it changes, it animal has to adapt to survive in this environment, right?
Yeah, change their body to survive.
Exactly. And you guys are doing a project right now for me on adaptation, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are doing a team project. And before we get done tonight, I'm going to add one thing because your adaptation project is due to me on Thursday.
What project?
The project I assigned you last Thursday.
Oh, I wasn't here. I don't know what it was.
Okay, I sent it out on Class Story. It's an adaptation project, and you need to choose an environment and then answer the questions. And so you're going to use that information, the information on the environment that you chose. This is important, so I need you to be listening, not playing with your phone, not playing with books. I need you listening. Okay? The environment that you chose, you were to choose one of 4 environments, only one of them. Answer the questions on the sheet according to that environment that you read about, okay? I sent all that information to you. The last part you're going to do for that is you're going to create an animal to live in that environment. You're going to discover a new species of animal. You're going to create a new species of animal. You're going to give it whatever name you want to give it. And you're going to tell me what adaptations it needs to live in that environment. Does it need big ears to let the heat off? Does it need sharp teeth to bite meat and tear meat, eat animals? Does it need flat teeth to eat plants? Okay. Does it need a lot of fur to stay warm? Does it need to be white? Does it change? Okay. You're going to draw a picture of this animal you're going to create. Okay. Does everybody understand me?
Yes.
You're going to draw a picture of the species you're going to create to live in the environment that you chose for your project. Okay? So your project, you're going to turn in the sheet to me that you filled out answering the questions. Because that's going to tell you what kind of features your animal's going to need by looking at the stuff you filled out on your sheet. So you're going to draw a new species of animal, and you're going to draw what kind of adaptation. Does it need something to protect it from other animals, like porcupines have quills, like skunks have an odor that they spray. Some plants have poisons, and frogs have poisons when snakes have poison when they bite to protect themselves. Tell me what type of things that your animal needs to survive in that environment that you chose. And draw me a picture with those adaptations on it. Okay, does everybody understand?
Thank you.
Second part to your project. The first part is answering those questions on that sheet about it. The second part is creating an animal to live in. Now, on your animal, when you draw it, you're going to need to tell me what environment it lives in. So you're going to need to place the word environment, and you're going to put the environment that you chose for your project. Okay? Don't just draw an animal and then me not know. Is it living in somewhere warm? Is it living in the rainforest? Is it living in the Arctic? I need to know. Is it living in the tundra? Where is this thing living? So I can see if your adaptations suit that area, okay? Because if you're drawing something that has no fur on it or has very little fur on it, and you said that you're drawing for the Arctic, your animal won't survive there. Okay, everybody understand that?
Yeah.
All right. With that, knowing what your project is and the animal that you're going to do for me and send in by Thursday, both of those things are due on Thursday. This is going to be an adaptation review, okay? A Kahoot. Stop tapping on whatever you're tapping on. Right. 96025220. 96025220. Okay, I'm waiting on a few more. Is it me, Manny? All right, I have 7 of you. I should have at least 8 because that's what I had a minute ago. 8 people.
Is Havoc on there?
I have Lily 1, Lily 2, Briley, Lexi, Lyric, Maggie. I don't have Havoc. Havoc, are you playing? Where's he at? You're not in, Havoc. All right. 7 of you are still waiting on Havoc. Don't have him. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start, and Havoc, and you can get in. Okay. You come in and join us. All right. Are you playing Havoc?
No.
Oh, you're not gonna play this time? Okay. All right. Well, we got 7 players. Here we go. Adaptation. All right, question 1. What is an adaptation? What is an adaptation?
Stop.
We just talked about this. An adaptation helps an animal to survive. Okay? So survive. Good job. All right. Let's see. Maggie is in the lead. Good job, Maggie. All right. Question 2. What do animals need to survive in their environment? What do they need to survive in their environment? All right, good job. Everybody got those correct. Okay. And Lily 2 takes the lead.
Only pick one, Miss Miller.
Well, you only had to pick one. It didn't say to pick more than one, but there were 3 that you could have picked. Okay.
Yay.
All right, next question. Name adaptation of a rhinoceros that helps it to survive. What adaptation would a rhinoceros have? What do you think that horn does? It uses it to protect itself from other things,
Stab animals.
other animals, right?
I said stab animals. Okay.
And Lily 2 is still in the lead with Lily 1 right behind her.
No. Yes.
Name
That's
adaptation of a squirrel that helps it to survive. An adaptation of a squirrel.
I know a lot about squirrels. I'm not really sure. Yay!
Instinct to collect nuts helps it find food, so that is its adaptation. Okay.
That confused me.
Oh, we still have Lily Shue in the lead with Lily
I'm
1.
gonna catch up to you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Here's some competition right
We're
there.
playing tag on a device.
All right. Which adaptation helps an animal eat its food? CT. Okay, so that would help it eat. Okay. Oh, we still have Lily. Lily and Lexi is coming up. She's gaining on you.
Oh no!
The L squad.
The L squad.
Yeah,
What adaptation helps an animal eat its food? I think that's the one we just. Oh, we got a different one.
what?
Which adaptation would help this animal eat its food?
We had to play this
That's a
for our
cute
homework. We have to for our homework.
We do?
Okay, it needed teeth that could crack nuts and grind plants because it eats the nuts. All
What
right,
we do?
let's see if Lily and Lily. Oh, Riley.
They keep switching.
It's
Just from,
like me and you are the same, and they're all just switching around.
yep, they're gaining on you. Which
No!
adaptation helps an animal find food? Which one of these helps this animal find food?
That's like the easiest. My grandma has 2 raccoons. We trap them and see what they do.
I feel like there's 2.
I know. And here's one thing I want to know. How did it get in the tree?
Good. Raccoons have a good sense of smell.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it changed. Oh,
Nothing changed.
All right.
No, I'm
Question.
gonna catch up to you.
Which adaptation helps animals protect themselves from predators? Which one of these would help an animal protect itself from predators?
I really don't know.
Oh my gosh, I was trying to click the shared screen.
All of the above, climbing, digging, and flying would all help.
I don't know what.
Oh,
No.
Lily won. You have been. Lexi has taken second place.
I'm fine. Please get her.
Why do animals hibernate?
Oh, this is easy. That's so cute.
It is cute. It's a mouse, I think.
It's
Uncertainty, when food is scarce, when there's not much for them to eat, they hibernate.
But they eat a lot inside.
Nothing changed.
Yay.
Still in the lead.
Lexi, come on, we got this. We
Why
gotta
do
get
animals migrate? Think about the word migrate. We talked about that earlier in the year.
Oh my goodness.
Yay.
Y'all,
Everyone got that one
they
right.
need to travel. Okay.
Oh no. I can't look at this.
And
Come on, Lexi.
the
Yeah.
leaderboard did
Oh,
change.
oh. Let me get
Number
one
11.
more.
What does this describe?
Got like 3 more.
Up to 30 pounds before it sleeps through the winter.
Wait, what?
That's a fat bear.
He's a fat daddy. He's fat daddy.
Bear has to gain 30 pounds before it hibernates
That's to gain 30 pounds.
because it's going to live on that 30 pounds of fat while it's sleeping
I'd be full. I
because it's
couldn't
not eating. While it's
I
asleep,
mean, so I can even walk.
so it has to gain all that weight so it can live.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, she's about to get you, Lily.
All right.
Except for like the
Kyle,
numbers are changing.
what
now.
does this sentence describe?
What was that?
Please stop making that sound.
Yay.
Everybody got that
Good
right.
job. The humpback whale is going to travel, so it's going to
No.
Yes.
leave.
Keep going, numbers.
13.
Stayed in the same spot like the whole game.
I know exactly.
Go into deep sleep that they appear dead.
I did that instantly.
Okay, something. I smell something and it smells good.
It smells like mine. It smells like popcorn. What is
that?
it? It smells like
Okay,
thunder or
doing
something.
that.
Not even thunder. It's like blowing.
It's not me. It's the only I'm playing on.
Okay, I'm not going to move on until y'all stop talking for a minute because you can't hear me reading or doing anything when y'all are making those noises. All right, thank you. All right. It hibernates. A bat hibernates and it looks dead. All right, Lily, you have been in the lead since the very beginning. Good job.
No, that's not good.
14. What does this describe? Hedgehogs sleep anywhere from a few weeks to 6 months.
It's so cute.
I know.
I want it.
Sleeping means, Lily. Sleeping means that it hibernates. It's not migrating, it's hibernating if it's sleeping. Okay. Leaderboard did not change. What does this describe? A monarch butterfly flies from Canada to Mexico in December. Oh, how pretty.
I know.
Are those monarch butterflies? Oh, yeah. Oh, it said it.
If
Really?
it's flying somewhere to Canada, it's going to be moving and traveling, so that's migrating. Migrating. Lily is still in third, Lexi, and then Lily in first. 16. An instinct or inherited behavior is what? Your instinct or something you inherited. Something that you're something that you're born knowing how to do. Okay? Like animals are born knowing how to find food.
Nobody got that.
Okay? Birds, they're born, they know how to fly when they get old enough. They learn how to fly. Okay? You guys are born knowing how to eat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
So those are things that that's your instinct. Okay? You're born knowing how to hide to survive, to get away from things. That's how animals, turtles are born, like sea turtles. They're born with the instinct to go to the water. Okay?
Oh.
All right. I guess Lily is still in the lead.
Even though I just got that one wrong, I don't know how.
17, inherited or learned. A baby cries when it's hungry. Is that something that is inherited or something that they learn? That's inherited. You're born knowing when you're hungry and you cry to let everybody know you're hungry. That's how you communicate. Okay? Lily and Lily and Lily. Lily and Lily. 18. Inherited or learned? You can ride a bike. Were you born knowing how to do it, or did you learn how to do it? You learned how to do it. That's exactly right. Good job. I think I know who's going to be on top of the podium this time. 19. Inherited or learned? You know how to read. And you learn.
That was quick.
Right, good job.
Why did we go to school for?
That's exactly why you come to school, so you can learn.
Come on now.
20. Inherited or learned? You smile when you are happy.
Already.
Inherited. You don't have to learn how to smile. That's just something you know how to do. Babies, have you ever seen a newborn baby?
Mm-hmm.
Within hours.
Yeah.
My baby cousin
Smile
feels
on the
like
face.
this, smiling.
Yeah, you're born on how to do that. Oh, one is making a comeback.
Yes. Good job, Lily.
One.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna get you.
Plant adaptation.
No.
How does it help a plant? How does poison help a plant? It helps it protect itself. Good job. Okay.
It's almost 8.
And we still have Lily in the lead.
Yep.
22. Long roots are a plant's plant. How do long roots help a plant?
We went over that. It was in the thing from last week
Yeah.
on the choice board.
Helps it get water. Yep, you learned about this last week. That was one of your things on your okay.
Oh.
Lily, have you even left the leaderboard at all? Lily 2?
No.
I didn't think so.
She's been first place the whole time.
23.
Uh-huh.
Or a plant's adaptation. How do they help a plant? Good job. It helps it protect itself. Rose bushes have thorns on them. Okay? Makes you leave them alone, doesn't it?
Yeah. My sister loves to pick flowers.
He went
Oh,
down.
Briley's coming up.
All right, 24. Shallow roots are a plant's adaptation. How does it help a plant? Shallow roots now.
What's shallow roots? Oh.
Again, that's to get water when it rains. If it's got shallow roots, it means it's you get the water as soon as it hits the ground.
What?
And
Oh.
Lily 2 is still on the board, and Lily 1 has dropped a little.
Briley's come up.
Yeah, Briley came right on up there. All right,
Briley's did
last
that.
one. Stems that store water are a plant's adaptation. How do they help a plant? A plant that stores water.
Oh.
It helps.
I did not know that. I just
We're
guessed.
both correct.
Okay, they're both correct because when it stores the water, it helps it keep the water. It also protects it because there's water in it. Okay? All right, good job.
Well, we all know who the winner is.
For
Seriously,
third place tonight
I'm
with
mad
21, Lexi.
Crap.
Second place with 21.
Took my place.
And first place is a Lily Hughes.
You got my second one. Well, good job, Lily.
I was second, and
All right.
You did not just beat me really, too.
Okay. And the last thing we're going to talk about, we've already been on here for 2 hours now. Okay.
Too long.
Yeah, it's been a while. We don't usually go this long. We usually go about an hour to hour and 15 minutes. We're running a little long tonight. Okay. And the last thing I wanted to go over was your points for Dojo. Okay. These people use their blocks, their free blocks, their past homework. Okay. Anna's not here, but she gets 2 blocks free this week. Briley, you get 2 free blocks this week. Havoc, you get 4 free blocks this week.
What?
Isabel, you get 2 free blocks. Lily 1, you get 1 free block. Aaliyah's not here, but she gets 1 free block. Lyric, you get 1 free block. Lucas isn't here, but he gets 2 free blocks.
Miss Miller, how many blocks I get?
You get 1 free block.
All right.
Maggie, you get 3 free blocks. Mia, you get 2 free blocks. Malia's not here, but she gets 2. William gets 1. Manny, you get 1 free block this week on your choice board, okay? That points today, and that's what it came up to with your points. So you can go ahead and choose the block you want to mark off. Go ahead and put an X on them, and you don't have to choose those blocks.
Miss Miller, I picked Friday.
Here, did you say something?
I picked Friday.
You pick which block for Friday. You have to mark it on your board. Remember, this is how I want you to mark it on your board. Okay? When you send me it's not a whole day. If you get 1 block, it's not a whole day. You have to do 3 blocks a day. So you can't choose Friday. Friday's not a block. Okay, so you've got your choice board like this.
I skipped science.
Okay, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't want to do this block, you put an X and you put HP for homework pass. Okay, you get 1 block. If you get 3 blocks, then you can mark out 3 and put HP, and mark out another one and put HP if you get 3. But according to how many blocks you get, this is your last week to use them because this is the last week of a choice board. Okay? So if you have a question, I have it written here. Just let me know, and I was taking your points off by Friday, okay? And then if there's any points left, then next week we'll figure out what we can do with anything that's left over, okay? Any questions? All right, I'm going to stop our...
Wait, can we share stuff?
Yes, just a minute. Well, yeah, let me stop the recording here, okay?